What's going on, guys? Broke Boi Crypto here with you, and today we are going to talk about the 4 behaviors that you must develop if you want to quit your job and live the life you were meant to live. And stick around until the end, because number 4 is the most brutally honest and most important of these behaviors that nobody can seem to do. Hey guys, if you like the channel, please like the video and subscribe as well. I very much appreciate it. And you can follow me on Twitter. I'm at Broke Boi Crypto. So yes, on this channel, we always are talking about self-sovereignty, freedom, how to get yourself into the life that you want to live and the life that you were meant to live as soon as possible. We talk about minimalism through finances and through mindset to achieve these goals. And we talk about investing in the highest appreciating asset of all time that we have the opportunity right here, right now in our lifetime to invest in, and that's cryptocurrency. Today, though, we're talking about some bare bones stuff. This is the foundation of everything we're talking about on this channel. This is how to get yourself out of the job you're in while still doing a great job while you're in it, to be financially free, to travel the world, do whatever it is you want to do. These are the behaviors that you must develop. Number 1 is going to be mindset. If you're currently working for somebody else, you're waking up every single day working for a company, whether you moderately enjoy it or hate it or whatever it may be, you need to develop a mindset that you are on borrowed time. If you have debt or on an hourly wage or something like that, or even a salary, there needs to be anxiety there. There needs to be a feeling of, I am on borrowed time and I need to get out of this situation, because at any moment, the interest rate of my debt could go up or something like that. I may default on it. Maybe some other emergency will pop up where I can't afford to pay these bills anymore, and I'm relying on somebody else's opinion of me day in and day out for this money. And when I say anxiety, I'm talking about a healthy amount of it. A feeling that every day, hey, I need to get up, have a plan, and have something going on the side to create an exit strategy eventually from whatever job you're working in. And your plan should consist of, okay, what can I start working on the side? Can it be something that's kind of a passion or a hobby for me? Do I have that kind of time in my life to put into that? Or is it just going to be some mundane, crappy thing like just working a side gig somewhere that maybe you don't want to do, but it is giving you that extra income to pursue your ultimate dreams eventually? And again, this takes sitting down. You got to do some math. What is my number? That's the big thing you need to figure out. What is the amount of money that will provide the lifestyle to give me the freedom that I want to have and live the way I want to live on my own, unencumbered? I need to save X amount of money. I need to limit expenditures. We have lots of videos on this channel relating to that. I will link below the 5 keys to living a minimalist lifestyle, one of our better videos. And get yourself into, whether you're really doing this or not, get yourself into a business startup mindset. Even if you're not actually starting a business or there's no LLC or a group of people going into a business together, wake up every day and hell, get a suit on. Put on a tuxedo. I'm just kidding. I think that's kind of a lame idea. But get up every day and have that mindset. And if it requires some kind of extra clothes for you, then okay. But have that mindset of, I need to crush this today. I'm not just working my job. I need to have the motivation to be working on my side hustle as well, whatever that is for you. This is why I think it's so important to have it be something you're passionate about, because you're not going to care otherwise. It's just going to turn into another mundane task that just zaps the life out of you. This is why I think journaling is so important, something we talk about as well. Have your goals clearly there right in front of you, written down every single day, because then you will not let the job suck you into that daily mundane feeling that you get, like the movie Office Space or something like that. You won't get that feeling anymore. You'll have that passion of what you're doing on the side, and that'll really pump all that life into you and get you motivated every single day, and treat it like your business startup. Think about people like, love them or hate them, Bezos, Musk, these guys that have created some of the biggest companies in the world today. They struggled. And I know nobody wants to believe that anymore, and these guys are villains and all that stuff, but these guys struggled to get where they are today. Greatness does not come unless you're willing to put up with that struggle and delay gratification. So create a plan and get excited about it. All right, let's move on to behavior number 2, and that is going to be ditch luxury. Stop living like you are some kind of king, queen, prince, whatever it is, that needs to have all of these things in your life. And I understand, you may be a middle-class person. I'm not saying that you're going on lavish vacations to different countries and things like that all the time. But stop getting the coffees every day. Stop getting the If you're a guy, stop getting like the hats and stuff like that and all these like designer clothes and everything if you're not on that kind of income. And I want to make it clear, this video is dedicated to people that have not made it yet. If you're already there and you're already financial independent, obviously there's a time to start splurging on some things that you may want. But if we're not there yet, we have to take a broke boy lifestyle approach. So just realize I'm roughing it for the next couple of years. It might be 2, it might be 5. I don't think it's going to be 10, but maybe it will be. I am roughing it for now. Nobody said it was going to be easy. I'll just talk about myself personally. There are many people that think I'm crazy. Like I'm not buying a new car and I'm putting all these miles on my car and stuff like that. I don't take any kind of crazy vacations or anything right now because I have a plan and I want to get to that end result. It sucks sometimes. Yeah, maybe I don't have all the fun that I could potentially be having. But when you know and you have a specific, clear goal for the future that you're focused on and it's intriguing and compelling to you, makes it easier. I actually think it's embarrassing to see people living the classic lifestyle, the white picket fence stuff, if you will. Being in an unhappy marriage, living in some big house they can't afford, having the big cars, the gas guzzling cars and everything like that. Adding all of this crap into their life until it becomes unmanageable. Too many kids, too many pets. I don't understand what's up with the pet thing. I understand having a dog, maybe a cat or something like that, but when people are getting to like 3+ pets, what are you doing here? You're adding in all these unnecessary inconveniences that are just going to put you in I am reacting to everything that's happening in my life because of the situation I've created. I'm not in control of it. This is not the 50s anymore, okay? There is no pension coming. There is no social security that our generation is going to have. So you need to get that out of your mind. You don't retire from a job and get this like golden watch at the end and the boss shakes your hand on a job well done. This isn't the 50s anymore. The goals are just different. You have to work harder. And you might think it sucks, you might think it's great, whatever. It just is. That's where we're at right now. You need to realize that not everybody is going to have loyalty to you like they did back in the day. So you need to be taking care of your side of the bed, getting things right, getting your money right, and getting your behaviors right to create your own future. All right, behavior number 3 to quit your job and live the life that you want to live. Challenge yourself purposefully. Other than the other things we're talking about not living the lavish lifestyle and conserving funds and things like that, do other extra things to challenge yourself just to do it because it's going to change the way you think about other things. I, for example, fast every single day until dinner time. This does so much for me. I've talked about it before. I used to be fat, so that's one thing. I still have an inner fat kid that just wants to eat a huge dinner. That's one of the reasons I do it. But also, it's a struggle throughout the day. I'm a little bit more used to it now, but when you're struggling throughout the day, like, oh man, I'm a little bit hungry, and you're still staving it off until dinner time, I can't tell you how much you appreciate that damn meal at 6 p.m. or whatever your dinner time is whenever you go to actually have it. Even if it is something basic and not some restaurant meal or something like that, just something basic that you prepared at home, you appreciate it so much more because of the fast throughout the day. Put yourself through insane workouts. Maybe if certainly if you don't work out right now, you need to start doing it. But if you already do, try to up the intensity. Do things that you're not used to doing. Challenge yourself more than you usually do. Because when you do that, again, it shifts your mindset to do that in other areas of your life. Test yourself to see how much you can withstand certain things. People talk about cold showers, cold plunges, things like that. High intensity cardio, sprints followed by fast walks, things like that. Do things to really challenge yourself because it all spills over. We already talked about fasting, but also just put yourself in a caloric deficit. If you're already fat or overweight, try to lose the weight by putting yourself in that deficit, a good healthy deficit for weeks, months on end until you get, that 30, 28-inch waist, 10% body fat, whatever it is you're aiming for. Struggle in multiple areas and start treating your damn life like this is an emergency. I need to get things on track because I need my freedom. One of the most important things here is take massive ownership of everything in life. It is so important to, even if it's not something that was necessarily your fault, think of ways that the situation could have gone better if you would have tweaked this or that. Just a couple of little things. There are many things I've had happen in my life that I used to blame other people for. And all that does is get you in a downward spiral, a continuous spiral of blaming the other person, being angry, and having that monkey on your back forever. Take ownership. Find out, what is it that I could say I could have done better in this situation to at least make it nominally better? And some of these things will just flat out be your fault. You may just have some reckoning to do to realize that. Because then in other situations where it wasn't necessarily your fault, you can say to yourself, hey, my side of the equation was totally taken care of, and I know that. All right, the fourth and final behavior here that I think is of utmost importance that nobody can manage in this day and age. Get alone. Stop surrounding yourself with all of these different people that are cancerous to your development, wasting your time, losers from high school or college. Cut them out of your life. And it may not even just be the losers that are not on a track to do anything, that are still drinking all the time and going out at 40 years old. It may not even be them. Even the people that are just living average lives. If they're not on your trajectory or not charging you up or just not doing it for you, get rid of them. Because I am telling you, as you start to accomplish the goals on your journey to get to where you want to be, yes, getting alone and focusing on yourself can be lonely, it can be scary sometimes, but it also can be absolutely magical. Once you hit certain goals and certain tiers of where you're trying to go, and you have those alone moments at the end of the night where you're thinking about it and journaling and thinking about the next step in your journey, it can feel terrific. It's just you and the steps you've laid out in front of you towards this compelling vision that you've already created. We all hear the stories all the time about the athlete, like the Michael Jordans of the world, that would be in the gym alone, just taking jump shots over and over and over again. Nobody seeing the extra work put in. That's what I'm talking about. That's why when you hit those goals and you've been focusing on yourself for so long and doing all these things in private, you know how damn hard you have worked, but nobody else does. There is no better feeling in the world, and you won't even feel like you need to share it with anybody else when you actually get there. So cut these people, these succubuses, these succubi, I don't know, these drains out of your life so you can focus. Get alone. I just don't know why people can't do this. It's easier for me. I'm admittedly an introvert and a loner as is anyway. I only need a couple of really good friends, and I think there are a lot of people like that, but I know there's a lot that aren't, and it really prevents you from being able to focus on your goals when you're entertaining and appeasing all these people because you don't want to cancel the party or something like that. Forget it. You have more important things to work on. So that's it, guys. I really hope this video helped you out, or at least charged you up a little bit, or gave you some food for thought to figuring out how to quit your job, get yourself in the right mindset, and start living the free life that you want to live. Comment below. I would love to hear from you too. What are some strategies that you have? Maybe you're somebody that's actually already attained this. I would love to hear that as well. Or which one of the things that I've outlined do you maybe struggle with? Let me know. I would love to hear it. If you liked the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel as well. I very much appreciate it. You can also follow me on Twitter. I'm at Boi Crypto. I want to personally thank all of you broke boys for watching another one of these videos, and I will catch you in the next one.